I started when you least expected it. Wow. It's me and Jake once again.
Who else?
Oh my god. Wow.
Who
It's
else?
not like we have other channel members or anything. Holy shit. Yeah, so as you may have noticed, we didn't release Fake Gamers Lounge last week. That's because we took a week off.
Yeah.
And because I got mentally tired, and Jake died for a week, so
Yeah.
I had to revive him and do devil magic. But we're back, and better than ever. Hopefully the mic quality is okay. I changed the settings, so hopefully it's not a muffled mess at all. Yeah, the mic quality, by the way, is going to be shitty until like probably when we record the next video. Because it's all muffled and shit. So yeah, I hope you guys like shitty audio. It's like Jacob's there. But yeah, this might be a longer podcast, maybe, because you know, not only did we, like I said, we took 2 weeks off, but lots of stuff happened on my end at work, and Jake also did you say you had stuff to
Yes.
talk about?
Plenty.
All right, so you go first, since
Why?
you can get your talks out of the way.
Okay. I don't know where to start. First of all, screw you for leaving me alone for a week because I was playing around with AI.
Really?
Yeah, I was doing yeah, I honestly I think that would be a neat idea for the lounge. I'm just gonna bring up while we're recording is that like I've been doing the writing, the chat one.
The one
Chat
on
GPT.
Snapchat. Oh,
Not the AI one on Snapchat. I haven't tried it yet. Because I saw literally everyone's freaking out about. Oh my god, they know my location. No, my location.
What's the nearest McDonald's?
It was so funny because it was like with like Facebook. It was like I remember just people freaking out about like this, everyone knowing your location on Snapchat, and then meanwhile people are then posting, "Hey, here's every city I lived in."
Yeah. Stupid.
But you know, I was like, I was using it at first for to help me like with some like short stories I was thinking of, but then I was just like, I'm just gonna make things as like as chaotic as possible and write the most chaotic shit. And I can read some since this might be a longer.
Okay.
Because I like, and then we can probably do one live, and then I'll put like the text because it does the text to speech. It reads it out loud, and we can just do a live reaction.
Okay.
My favorite. I'm gonna pull them up right now. My favorite one is I wrote like I was just coming up with the most like chaotic shit like let me see. I wrote about Alvin and the Chipmunks asking Andrew Tate to help them become an alpha male.
Okay. Lovely.
Barry B. Benson working at Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria.
Okay.
Kanye West and Stuart Little getting into a fist fight about Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
Is there anyone that you would like me to read?
I'll start.
One of one of these should just be like the thumbnail of the video for like no context. I'm like Kanye West and Stuart. Which one would you like, Matt? I have a lot of others too.
You choose. We can make this a weekly segment on the podcast.
ChatGPT, like, right? Yeah. Okay, I'll do Kanye.
We should do a series instead.
Okay, no. But the funny thing was about it was when I wanted to be specific and say that they get into a fist fight, and then this chat was like, "I'm sorry, I'm not able to fulfill the request as it goes against the policies of my AI to generate inappropriate or violent content." But then when I actually had him do it, it had them get into a fist fight.
Holy shit.
Alright. One day, Kanye West and Stuart were both browsing the internet when they stumbled upon the popular video game Five Nights at Freddy's. They both harbored a love for the game and began to discuss it. Stuart Little argued that the first FNAF game was the best, saying that it had the best jump scares and the most suspenseful gameplay. Kanye, on the other hand, argued that the third game was the best. as it offered the most unique and creative features. The debate quickly became heated, with both parties insisting that their opinion was the correct one. They started raising their voices. They started raising their voices, and eventually the disagreement turned into an argument. Kanye accused Stewart of being nostalgic and not giving the newer games a chance, while Stewart accused Kanye of not appreciating the classic features of the original game. As the argument continued, they got more and more agitated. Eventually, things reached a boiling point, and a fist fight broke out between the two. Furniture was thrown, and the living room was left in shambles as Kanye and Stewart fought over the Five Nights at Freddy's game. Fortunately, a mutual friend of theirs arrived and was able to break up the fight before anyone got hurt. It was decided that they would agree to disagree on the best FNAF game and spend the rest of the day playing other games together, this time in peace.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, good for them, you know? Yeah. I mean,
I tried to do one about Garfield being at the Declaration of Independence signing, and this is what it said. This is what it responded with. Sorry, Garfield is a fictional character that belongs to the comic strip created by Jim Davis, and the signing of the Declaration of Independence is a real historical event that happened in 1776. It wouldn't be historically accurate to include Garfield in that event. However, may I suggest an alternate story that involves Garfield and the founding fathers? I said, okay, just make Garfield a soldier during the Revolutionary War. This is why you don't leave me alone. This is what I end up doing.
you just go on tangents with AI bots. I've learned my lesson now.
I think the funniest one for me, and I posted on my page. I thought it was, I know. Oh, no, actually, I didn't post it, but one that I did was. Let me see. Where can I? Okay, I'll read this one because this one made me like die laughing. So I asked it. So please write me a story where Bugs Bunny's struggling to sleep, but Donald Trump is his sleep paralysis demon.
Bugs Bunny trying to sleep, but Donald Trump is his sleep paralysis demon. Okay, let's hear it.
Bugs Bunny had just finished a long day of carrot hunting and avoiding Elmer Fudd's bullets. All he wanted to do was crawl into his cozy rabbit hole and fall asleep. But as he lay in bed and closed his eyes, he felt the all too familiar presence of his sleep paralysis demon. He opened his eyes to see none other than Donald Trump standing before him, grinning evilly. Bugs Bunny tried to move his body, but he couldn't. He was frozen, completely paralyzed. He tried to scream, but no sound came out of his mouth. He was terrified and helpless. Donald Trump started to taunt Bugs Bunny. What's up, Doc? Can't move, can't scream. Don't worry, I'll keep you company tonight. Bugs Bunny wanted to escape, but he was trapped in his own body. Donald Trump sat on the edge of his bed, staring at Bugs Bunny, and kept talking. Bugs Bunny tried to ignore him and shut his eyes, but he couldn't. Donald Trump continued. You know, Bugs, we have a lot in common. We're both famous, we both love carrots, and we both know how to grab attention, but the difference is I grab it by the you-know-what, and you grab it by the ears. Bugs Bunny tried to resist, but he couldn't. Donald Trump's presence was overpowering. He whispered, "Sleep well, Bugs. You're in good hands." Donald Trump disappeared, and Bugs Bunny finally woke up, gasping for air. He looked around. Relieved that it was just a nightmare, he sat up, rubbed his eyes, and tried to calm down. He looked at the clock and realized that it was already morning. He smiled, promising himself that he would never skip carrots before bedtime again. I was like, okay, when I read like the grab it by, I'm like, it's sentient at this point. Like
Yeah.
this isn't artificial. This is now sentient. Yeah, I'll try to think of them that I can play right now.
Do live.
Yeah.
Ben Shapiro goes to the Minecraft convention.
Okay, Ben
He meets Alinity there.
I don't think they'll recognize Alinity. That's what my problem.
Okay, they'll he meets uh Mini Lad.
I don't, because I tried to do Ian Hawke and it didn't like recognize, like, so you need to do like
The
popular.
bot is stupid.
Yeah, I agree.
Ben Shapiro. Okay, still at the Minecraft convention,
Yeah.
and he meets Dr. Stephen Hawking.
Stephen Hawking.
His name is Stephen, right? Stephen, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Write a story about Ben Shapiro going to a Minecraft convention.
And meeting.
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
Ben Shapiro and Jimmy Neutron getting into another argument about the best Scooby-Doo movie to a Minecraft convention, and he finds and recognizes Stephen Hawking.
Well, let's hear it.
I'm typing it.
Too slow. You're too slow.
It might take Stephen Hawking.
I think it's the PH version of Stephen, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I wrote.
Alright.
I read it to the mic. It'll like read it out and it'll be our live reaction.
Let's go.
I read it to the mic. I was using like a different one, and then for like the Donald Trump one, but then it like stopped working. Like it would like I would have it like right.
Ben Shapiro couldn't believe his eyes when he saw the man sitting in front of him at the Minecraft convention. It was Stephen Hawking, the renowned physicist and cosmologist. Shapiro had always been a big fan of his work and couldn't believe he was in the same room as him. Hawking, who was known for his groundbreaking work on black holes and the origins of the universe, had always been an inspiration to Shapiro. He had read every one of his books and had always cited him as one of his intellectual heroes. As Shapiro approached Hawking, he felt a sense of nervousness wash over him. Would he be able to hold his own in a conversation with such a brilliant mind? But Hawking, who was seated in his wheelchair, greeted him warmly. "Welcome to the convention, Mr. Shapiro," he said through his speech-generating device. Shapiro was taken aback. He had never heard Hawking's voice before, and he couldn't help but feel a sense of awe as he spoke. The two men struck up a conversation, discussing everything from physics to politics. As they talked, Shapiro was amazed at how deeply knowledgeable Hawking was about everything. After a while, Shapiro found himself opening up to Hawking in a way that he had never done with anyone else. He spoke about his own work as a political commentator and how he hoped to change the world with his ideas. Hawking listened intently, nodding as he spoke. "You have a sharp mind, Mr. Shapiro," he said. "I look forward to seeing where your ideas will take you." By the end of their conversation, Shapiro had gained a new sense of perspective on the world. He had found a kindred spirit in Hawking, and he knew that their meeting would stay with him for the rest of his life. As he walked away, Shapiro couldn't help but feel a sense of gratitude towards Hawking. He had opened his mind to new ways of thinking and had reminded him of the power of human intellect and curiosity. From that day on, Shapiro made it his mission to continue learning and exploring the world in the same way that Hawking had. And he knew that, no matter where his journey took him, he would always be grateful for the encounter he had had with one of the greatest minds of all time at a Minecraft convention.
I was like, man, this is more just a conversation. It was like less about the Minecraft than that last sentence.
No, you know
I met one of the greatest minds of all time at the Minecraft.
It's so funny to me because like it's Ben Shapiro having like an awakening moment at a Minecraft convention. So funny.
Alright. Well, yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
And there was a thing. AI too. I keep getting ads for freaking those like chat ones, like the dating
reply girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now it's turning into it's furries now, and I'm like really concerned now. I'm like scared.
Yeah, I know. Furries are disgusting. Yeah.
I know. We should do like a freaking one-off where we like play one, and it's like we call it like the video ends when we see a furry, and the video ends with both of us screaming in terror.
Yeah, we should do some more non-gaming videos on the channel.
Furry! It's like I'm like,
And
what?
I could not imagine being a furry though. That would be disgusting as fuck, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um. Just hypothetically, what would you do if one of your friends is a furry though? Like not a friend, like not one of us.
I know I've had a friend. I have a buddy
Yeah.
that was a furry like a long time
Okay.
ago, but they're not anymore.
Okay.
But I know I think one of my former friends had like furries as friends. I'm not entirely sure though, but
Okay.
it was more so. I honestly, I mean, I wouldn't like be super judgmental, but
Yeah.
it's like it depends on like how severe I guess they're
Yeah,
into it.
because like it's not like they want to fuck animals or anything, you know.
I mean,
Yeah.
some probably want to.
Yeah. No, that's fucked.
Yeah,
But like
if it's like that,
this hypothetical person doesn't want to. They're
Yeah,
just
I
only
get
into
it.
like human hybrids with animals.
Oh, that's I still find that really sus. It's
But like, they're not actual animals though. They're more human than anything.
no, I just doesn't seem right.
They
to me.
started off as a human first, and then
Are
got
we
super-
talking? What are we talking about? Like the friend, or are we talking about like what they simp for?
what they sent for.
I mean, as someone who like
You sent for a black cat person.
I simp for a lot.
Impersonating a cat.
Well, she's not really. She doesn't like turn into a cat or anything.
I mean, she acts like one. So
not really.
yeah, she does cat things.
Like what?
She's a thief.
That
She has cat ears. She could be. She's like
she
one
doesn't
step
wear.
away
She doesn't wear
from.
cat ears.
She's one step away from becoming a
That's
Twitch
Catwoman's cat. That's Catwoman. Catwoman wears cat ears.
No,
Yeah.
prove it. Don't prove it. Don't actually prove it.
Oh. I do have to talk about Black Cat because
Yeah.
something happened.
Okay.
But at some point, but I was but I mean, as long as they simp for like the pure human form, I guess I don't mind. But it's just, but if you want to like screw like their animal form, then I'm just like, ew,
No,
what the
it's
hell?
not like it's like a dog shape or anything.
Oh,
It's like a humanoid.
humanoid,
Yeah.
like
Like it's like a basic human, but like with like
a dog head,
not a dog head, like just features.
like so. You're thinking more of like Goofy movie, like Roxanne, right?
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, cause I mean, I don't simp for
Yeah.
her.
Same.
Thank God, right?
Yeah. Could have been me.
Yeah, camping. I didn't. I don't know. It's not really such a like a, because it's like, when you like with that like that. There's so many different like variations of like what constitutes like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That it's really hard to like pinpoint like a yes or no answer. Well, I mean like.
What if I just pull out my phone and be like, okay, what if I give you some examples then?
Oh, you're just going Rule 34?
Yeah. Which I've never
Well-
done before at all.
Lola Bunny? What?
What?
That's another weird one that I just don't understand.
Because like she looks too much like a bunny.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think like it should be like human facial structure, maybe.
I mean, it's a Looney Tunes, so it's not really like they're gonna have. Yeah, I mean that's another. It's just like. I mean, I'm trying to figure out
You're trying
because I'm not trying to like discredit like I mean when it's not like 100% like like what you described, I mean, personally, not for me.
Yeah.
It's a little weird, but it's not like borderline like creepy.
As long as like it doesn't look too much like an actual animal.
Yeah.
And I don't want to like fuck anything that looks like an actual animal.
Yeah.
And like it's fine.
Yeah.
You know, but like like I said, my hypothetical friend isn't into that stuff.
I mean, then that's their.
You know.
That's their.
Yeah.
That's their thing.
Yeah.
I'm
not gonna knock it. So yeah. I completely agree. Yeah, I'm completely understanding it. I mean, it's gross.
Yeah, but it's not like
very gross.
But it's not like creepy, like sort of like
yeah,
like oh my god, like I'm like scared for you kind of thing.
Yeah,
that you're like gonna do something like really disgusting in real life. Or
yeah,
anything. But yeah. I mean, I have seen times where like, with like women and they're like, when they're like, someone will like do like those like ask them like who are you simp for, and they'll give like the most like eldritch like elder god like Lovecraftian horror thing like monsters.
Yeah, no, yeah.
But, yeah.
I mean, people sometimes are just into that like fantasy stuff.
Yeah.
It's just like monsters and all that shit.
Oh yeah, yeah. I already told you I was, so
Yeah.
I mean, and that's another thing too, where it's like they have the same thing. Like how like monstrous are we going here? That's the same thing.
Well, for this hypothetical friend, it's the same thing, which is like more human, but also like part monster.
Like again, what it's like when you define the word like monster, if we're talking like a more animalistic kind of thing, because it's like really gross. But I know, like when you like, it's weird. But when people simp for like Michael Myers or something, like he's like a man kind of thing. So it's like it. That's okay.
Yeah.
It's really weird, but okay. But then you go to like more like if you do stuff like more like monstrous kind of like that borderline like not animals because like it's a monster, but like it's definitely not a human.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
And that's where it's like okay, that's kind of creepy, I guess.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Especially if it's like meant to be scary, and like the first thing you want to do is like, I want to fuck it.
I'm gonna stick my dick in that. Or vagina, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it depends.
I think the weirdest thing I've seen people simp for is and I just hate how they like are not specific about it. Is Coraline's the other mother from Coraline?
I haven't seen.
Good, because as if you saw Coraline, you would know that the other mother takes the form of your mom. So that means everyone's admitting right now, proving Sigmund Freud right.
What?
And everyone's just so nuts. Like, remember, like someone like I remember just like a page I follow, and they post like scenes from like movies and like with like images and stuff and like quotes or stuff. And they did one from Coraline, and all the comments were just simping for the other mother, and it's like oh. And then it like escalated when it's like, oh, we like her in our like the more like monstrous like form, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like when she like her neck gets like longer and stuff like that kind of stuff. It's like, oh, what the fuck? Oh, but it's like if you use the lore of like the movie, you have to like she takes the form of your mom.
Yeah, I know, that's kind of like weird.
You have to say the other mom in Coraline's mom as in the form of Coraline's mom. Like you have to have these specifics.
Yeah.
You need to be specific because it's freaking weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't speak too much on that because like I only watched like the first like 5 or 10 minutes of the movie and was like, I can't do this. My attention span sucks. So I stopped watching the movie. I remember vaguely that she like went and crawled in this whole thing.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Yeah. That's the. I forgot what it's called. That's for the.
Venting. She was venting Jake.
Yeah. Yeah. She's just sus.
Yeah. Caroline did it
Just
first.
like everyone who simps for the movie.
Yeah.
I mean, if you simp for her like actual mom, like her not the other mother, but like her actual mom, then that's fine. That's obviously fine, I guess.
Yeah.
But like the other mother, really? She literally can turn into a giant spider.
Yeah, no, that's not it.
Yeah, that ain't it, Chief.
Yeah. People are into some freaky shit though.
Yeah. And they want everyone to know.
Yeah. It's like, hey, this is my thing. No one else can have it. Along with 20,000 other people who say the same exact thing about the same thing. It's like, you're not different. You're not that different, guys. Like, calm down. You know?
Mm-hmm. But yeah. So moving away from the freaky shit, we'll talk about someone we both have a common simping for.
Uh-huh.
So I was over the last weekend while I was not here. I was just on social media and I can show you this too. So I was scrolling and I see like an ad or whatever that a new Spider-Man comics coming out, and there's a Black Cat cover, and I saw it, my jaw dropped. Like I was like, "Awooga."
Yeah.
And it was because I thought it was a photo at first, and then I was like, "Oh, someone drew this," and it's just apparently what this artist does. He like gets like a cosplayer, and then he like uses them as like a reference, I guess.
Yeah.
Which is very cool, and I know they did work for like DC, but this was like the first time they were working for Marvel, and yeah, and then I spent that entire day because it was like, oh, it's going, and it was going on sale the day I have to work, and I would have to get up early to get it. So I spent the whole day contemplating this, and I was like, okay, should I get this or not? I shouldn't be spending money right now, but at the same time, she looks really hot right now in this comic, man.
I need a physical version of this.
Yeah, so I was just like, and then I was like, fuck it, I'm doing it. So I got when it went on sale, and I bought it.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah.
Are you proud of your financial decision?
I wasn't sure, but then I looked up that if scalpers were like planning ahead. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what scalpers are. Yeah.
And they were planning ahead because I saw them selling it for like $80.
Yeah.
So I knew this was gonna be a big thing.
Yeah.
So at like although I don't like that I spent more money, at the same time I'm like, if I didn't get it at this price, I would have to down the line get it for even more.
Yeah.
So I'll show you.
Yeah.
Of course I said
Live reaction.
Yeah.
Live reaction to the cover.
I like dog. I'm not even like gonna I don't even know what the comic's about.
Wait, what?
I don't even know what the comic's
I'm
about.
gonna do a face cam reaction to the cover. I'm getting faint.
Damn, right? Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So the funny thing was, So I'll have to explain why there's like two images. So the one on the left with like that's like the regular version, like with like the text and stuff. But the second one's called like the Virgin like variant, and that's just with like nothing. Like it's just like the cover itself.
Yeah.
So, and I'll explain why that's funny. So when I got it from the site, they offered me a 50% off coupon, and I forgot to use it. So I was like, okay, maybe if I cancel my order and then I can get it again, maybe I can, use my coupon. So much to my surprise, you can only get the textless like cover with the bundle with the with the text. Sold out. It was like 6 minutes.
Oh, holy.
So yeah, yeah, yeah. But I'm if my dad's in my comic collection, he's like, why the fuck are there like 2 Black Cat covers like in a row? Why do you have like? Because this is like the second time I've done this where I've like bought a comic because she looks hot on the cover.
Son, you have a preference?
Oh no, I don't think my dad's like too judgy about it because he's a She-Hulk simp. Like he wants that gussy like.
Yeah.
I've literally heard him say she and I quote looks sexy. Like I've heard him say it. So
yeah. I mean, I can concur.
Oh no, I'm not disagreeing with him. I'm not.
He's a real one for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was. Yeah, so I know because I wanted to text you about this, but I was like, I'd rather show you this in person.
Yeah. For the live reaction. It worked out.
Yeah, and I was like, man, like even like hotness aside, like it does look like a photo.
Yeah.
But no, someone drew that. Some mad lad drew that.
I didn't even know it was art.
That's the funny thing with like that character too is like if we ever get big enough to have an office, the first thing like I'm gonna get a massive poster of her to put in the office.
Make her the entire room.
Yeah.
On every wall.
Either just a giant poster or like a cardboard cutout and just like
Yeah.
we all simp for her. Like it would be hilarious. But yeah.
Truthfully, yeah.
So yeah, I think the last thing I'll discuss, and then the whole floor will be yours, is so kind of like you, a girl,
Huh? What?
like having some girl struggling, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was kind of interested in this. Like I'm not gonna get into it, but like I'm still like unsure about trying to date again. I'm not gonna get into it, but so I was kind of interested in this girl. I just wanted to see how this would like play out, kind of thing. And this was one of the times where like she was like one of the like we have a lot in common, like kind of thing. Definitely my type, and it's just like what's like she's like one of those ones that you like can't tell if they're in a relationship or not.
Yeah.
Like it's like really like difficult. Like they like act single, and then like you go on their snap, and then you see they have like a dude in like the picture. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're like, what? I'm like,
what
you're
the
like,
fuck is
yeah.
this?
Like, you just a friend or So, I've only gotten a couple conversations in her. I have not like messaged her like because I know exactly like I'm not gonna try because I know I'm like gonna get like hurt or something, but I've managed to like have like a comment exchange, I guess you would say, but I was kind of flirting with her, and then she left like a heart or something. So I thought like, okay, maybe if I do a couple more, maybe I can try to talk to her now.
Yeah.
So when I got into work, I think this was Sunday or Monday, I go into work, and before I'm like going to go in, I'm like on my phone, and I guess she has a boyfriend now.
Okay, yeah.
And she, because the first thing I like saw like on my page was like her posting that her and her boyfriend, and he gave him like those like cutesy like nickname. We're seeing the new Evil Dead movie, and I was like, wait a fucking minute, and I was like, she literally posted making fun of him just a couple days ago, and now they're back together, and I'm like, I don't know, and I'm like, and I was talking to my friend about it. I was like, I'm kind of hurt, but at the same time, this wasn't something I was 100% with. Like, I was like 100% like committed to, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know how to feel, but I'm like, oh man, I was like, I'm like trying to figure out if I dodged a bullet or not, because I was like that's really like.
Do you know if this girl and this guy were dating prior, or?
Yeah, well, like I said, from what I can gather, like she literally posted a poster, like a meme, like making fun of him.
Maybe
just a couple days ago. It's the same name.
Maybe, are you sure it wasn't like playful or anything?
I don't
teasing.
I don't know, but it was definitely like something like you could use to like make fun of an ex-boyfriend or something.
Yeah.
One of those things. So it was like kind of the thing where it was like where it's like when some people like post a picture of like a trash can being like, oh, my ex, like, kind of thing, like it was like kind of like that kind of thing.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know then.
So yeah, like I said, I'm like so confused, and then like she changed her profile to like that she's in a relationship, and then now she posts nonstop about him. So I'm just trying to figure out if like, did I dodge a bullet? That's the question. Because this is really weird. Like,
yeah, I don't know. Because like, it depends on like a lot of things, like what their relationship was like, if they were actually dating prior to this.
I know they were, because like I said, maybe they
were taking a break, who knows.
Yeah,
just getting some anger out.
Yeah.
In a playful manner, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it was like maybe I try to be friends with her, but it's like now it's like I don't know what this, like, I'm now getting just a weird vibe now. That's like something's up.
Yeah. Like, to me, it isn't like necessarily a bad thing if like people get back together with the next.
Oh no, I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to be like a dick or anything, being like, well, why didn't you give me a chance, kind of thing.
No. Yeah.
Like, am I still like feeling like crappy about myself? Sure, but I always do. So.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to, but it's just like, I guess it's just like the timing sort of thing when you're like trash talking, where it seems to be like trash talking like just a couple days ago, and now you're like suddenly back together and acting all lovey-dovey.
Oh, are you trying to insinuate like she would do the same thing to you if you?
No, I'm just like,
it's weird that she would trash talk like an ex and then get back together with
like
them.
Yeah, not because it's like, oh, that she would do to me, like, not that. It's just like it's just like the timing of like this is just like kind of a red flag to know that it's like,
oh, since you talked to her and then she was like, yeah, boyfriend.
Yeah, it was like yeah, like I left, like I said, I like called her pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Leaves a heart, a red one. So
yeah.
And then literally like a couple days later, me and my boyfriend, bro, like, yeah, just whack.
Yeah. I do not know, because I.
But it's just it's weird.
Also...
It's like, but how she's not posting now is like acting like they've been dating for like a while, which I'm assuming it's one of those things where like they're like where they broke up, now they're back together and they're just gonna act like nothing happened, kind of thing.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah, but I don't know, really weird. But like I said, it's not something I'm like too upset about because like she's definitely out of my league. And
is this the same girl that the Ice Age girl?
Ice Age?
You know the one where I was like, what games do you guys do?
Oh no. That's my best.
Yeah.
No, why would I?
I don't know, cause isn't she like goth?
No.
Oh.
No, actually, I will say they do have the same name, so they do have the same like first name, so
Oh.
yeah.
Coincidence.
Mhm. But this one's like obviously that I'm talking about now is obviously like super goth. Like I'm talking like the like the thin eyebrows and everything.
Yeah.
Like and like dresses all in black and stuff.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
Very random topics, but
yeah.
So I guess the floor is yours, Matt.
Cool. So, SHEEN.
Mhm.
Last time I talked about him, I'm pretty sure I said that.
This is the super gay one. The
yeah,
gay one. Okay.
the gay fat fuck at work.
Okay. No wait,
Chigamoli at work. He works at my job. He's following me everywhere. But last time I'm pretty sure I said like, I brought up Alan, the guy who was like SHEEN before, was like, yeah, he likes the other Matt, and now it just seems like he likes me for
Oh
real.
no.
Yeah, so
Oh no. Oh,
pretty
no.
much, like, oh god, I'm trying to remember, because like so much happened, I just forgot like in what order. Like, okay, so last week they moved me to the another guy's area that I used to like work at a lot, and pretty much what was it? Like, oh fuck. I did I jot it down in my journal? There's so much that like I don't know if you can find it. I should have probably done this while you were talking. Honestly. Yep. Yeah. Okay. It doesn't help that I write shitty, so I'm trying to look at like what I wrote and I can't understand half of it. Okay, no, it just isn't happening. I'll try and kind of think about like what actually
The
occurred.
order of events.
Yeah, like the events that I can remember. I don't know if these happen in the order I thought they are, that I'm about to talk about them in.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna try my best, and if I think of anything before the end of the podcast, hopefully, which isn't the case, because hopefully I'll remember everything. I'll make sure to bring it up until then. Okay. So I don't know if anything happened before this, but I basically get moved to the other area, and up until this point, I'm pretty sure SHEEN, I believe, if I remember correctly, because so much has happened recently in like the last 2 weeks that you know, it's just like kind of looking my way. And by the way, oh my god, I'm pretty sure like, okay, so he has longish hair, right?
Okay.
I'm gonna paint a picture for you. He plays D&D.
Okay.
He like I said, he's overweight. He has
Jacob
a beard.
Molig.
He has a beard.
Jacob Molig.
He's white.
Oh.
Yeah. So like I said, the white version of Jacob Molig. He has a beard. He has. He has like those old small glasses, like.
I'm the painting's like almost complete. I know exactly the archetype you're talking about.
You know, one of those like computer nerds.
Yep.
But like they sit at the computer all day.
Yep.
He. This is gonna really paint the picture for you. This is gonna hit a home run. He put his hair in a ponytail.
Oh. What are we talking? Are we talking
Like,
like a bun or like
not a
the
bun?
actual
It's
like
just
pony?
like he put his hair in a knot. Some of it is like out. You know what that character from Avatar, where like they put their hair in a bun, and it's like it's a ponytail kind of thing, like a short ponytail.
The Navi.
Whatever, you could put a picture up and I'd see if like I know what you're talking about.
Are you talking about like just like the people themselves, or like the girl, like the one that the one that Jake Sully betrayed humanity for?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's
Nefertiti or
the evil guy.
The evil guy? Oh no, wait. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. Because, oh my god, their names are so similar. Because I said Nefertiti, and Nefertiti is the ancient Egypt.
Yeah.
I'm so they're because every time I'm hearing the pronouncing.
Just search Avatar evil guy with bald and blonde.
I don't think he's.
I remember him being evil.
The general. He doesn't have long hair.
The
He's
guy
got a
with
buzz cut.
with the guy. Fuck. Is it not the one who had the burn on his face?
No, he has a buzz cut.
No, not that Avatar. Avatar: The Last Airbender,
oh!
idiot.
Oh my god! I think that just makes it even funnier that I was thinking about. Because I literally said, because their names are similar, because the girl that Sully abandoned. I literally said Jake Sully, and you still thought Last Airbender.
I was like, you
couldn't have pointed out, like, you could have said, I'm talking about Last Airbender. There's no one in Last Airbender named Jake Sully.
I don't know the fucking...
Jake Sully.
I don't know. I thought you were talking about like the fucking Monsters Inc. Sully for some reason. Like the voice actor. Did he voice the one of the people in Last Airbender or something? Like, what's going on? That just goes to show you how like out of touch I am with like people who actually work on shit in like Hollywood. I don't know any person's name besides like 10 people. I don't know jack shit.
Yeah, it's the Sully from Monsters.
Yeah, he's blue. But okay, yeah. Now search up like evil guy from Last Airbender.
Okay, the villain of
villain of Last Airbender. You probably know what it looks like, but I'm just trying to like confirm it if like you have the right idea or not.
Okay, there's a ton of them. So
I think it's the one with the eyes scar.
This guy?
Yeah. See if like you can get a good picture of like his hair. Like in
it doesn't even show his name, so I'm gonna have to figure that out now.
Yeah.
People who watch Avatar: The Last Airbender, you're right.
They know who we're talking about if they
Andrew Tate.
What the fuck?
It's not Andrew Tate, but I'm like, oh my god,
Tate
Andrew
with the third eye.
Andrew Tate with a third eye.
An eye-opening experience. God. Joe Rogan. No, that's Joe Rogan.
Joe.
Yeah, because you know the third eye on his profile picture.
Alright, there's a ranking, so let's see, like the best. God, there's way too many.
I need to. Let me see if I can search that.
Okay, the guy with the third eye's name is the Combustion Man.
Hang on. Zuko. Wait, hang on.
Is it Zuko?
I thought it was Zuko, or something like that. Last Airbender. Zuko. It's Zuko.
It's Zuko?
Yeah, it's Zuko.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah. It's pretty much like that, but a little shorter.
So he's bald with a...
No, he has long hair, but like the ponytail
It's like absurdly long.
where he tied the knot, like back here on
Yeah.
the back of his head. There's like a little ponytail thing like that, but like smaller, like
Okay.
half the size of that. And I'll turn on the face cam. Hang on. Oh, it's close. Okay. It's like that, right, guys? But like shorter, and he has like full head of hair, so he's not bald or anything. So yeah, just to add on to like, oh yeah, this guy's a Discord mod, you know. Did I mention his age last time?
He's like 50, right?
Something like that, I think. 30 at least. So, you know. Even if he was a woman, not my type at all. So pretty much I moved to the other guy. I'll call him Wally. Did I talk about him on the channel? Does that name ring a bell?
You said some names last time.
I don't think I talked about him last time because he wasn't really part of it. But I moved to this guy whose name is Wally. His name isn't actually Wally, but it's familiar at least.
Yeah, Wally, the robot.
Yeah. Let's see. Shit. I feel like I'm missing like an important thing that happened, and I just can't fucking remember it somehow. I moved to Wally's station, and for like a day or two, and then SHEEN just comes over, and I just see him waddling up as I put these rolls in this box, do my work. And at this point, I already knew, like, yeah, Alan told me at this point, like, SHEEN likes me, I'm on edge. Wait. Ugh. My brain was just like, no, something happened before this.
And now you know.
Fuck, shit, what was it? I'm gonna pause the recording, guys, because I generally need to, like, check my fucking journal officially to find this out. I swear to God. I found something. I don't know if this was the first kind of thing that happened. I skimmed my journal, and this happened on April 19th. I don't know what day that is, but pretty much. I think this happened in the morning. Oh no, it happened. So I think this was a Monday. Can you check actually? April 19th? I just want to make sure because I think that is a Monday or Thursday or something like that. I'm not exactly sure actually.
It was last Wednesday.
Last Wednesday. Okay. Let me... Oh my God. I'll just check the calendar because I want to make sure, like, it's the 19th. Okay. No, that kind of lines up, yeah. So I think last Tuesday or Wednesday I moved over there probably. And I head over after working at Wally's for like a day or two. I'm just heading over to talk to Alan, his brother, anyone else that's there. And oh my God, yup. Is this the same day? I just remembered the really bad thing. I head over there, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking to them. I don't know did this happen in the morning? At first? Okay, it happened in the morning. So... Okay. Yep. It happened in the morning, apparently. So this is probably have been like before I went over at Wally's, actually. I'm just standing there with Alan, and you know, just vibing. Sheen comes over, right? I'm gonna paint the picture to you with what happened. Walks over. I see he has a tape gun in his hand. And I just look over at him as he walks closer to me. He takes the tape gun, puts it on my shoulder, puts it on my chest right here, pretends to tape me, and just walks off, and just says, "Hey." So, yeah, he did that. And I was just like, okay, then. Hi. This is strange.
Hello, human resources.
yeah. Like, so I just did nothing after that. And that was that. The only thing that happened that day. And then let me check for the next day after that. Okay. I once again pause the recording. So, fast forward to Monday, April 25th. I'm still working at Wally's. This was the day where Alan came up to me and was like, "Yeah, Sheen misses you a lot." You know? So I'm just like, oh, I was just standing there. I remember replying with, "That sucks for him." You know? Fast forward to the end of the day. I head over there to the area where everyone's at. I talk to people, talk to all my friends there, and Sheen, and you know, he just I'm talking to Alan, facing the wall, away from like the actual where the area is, with like the machinery, and then I don't remember what happened exactly, but I feel like something just on my back, just like rubbing against me. I turn around, Sheen is directly in my face, and what happened? Because all of a sudden I felt someone behind me. I turned around and Sheen was in my face. It was weird, so I decided to walk away, and I went back to the area. And while we were passing through like this little section, this like little part of the area, this is the worst part. That touching part wasn't even the worst part.
Oh no.
Oh no. He walked past me. I was just standing there talking to like the woman who helped me out with the other girl. So we're just chatting, and then she comes up in front of me, and it's just like, "Oh, by the way, I found your OnlyFans over the weekend." Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What? You don't even have one.
I don't even have one.
Oh.
So I'm just there like, huh, bruh? I don't even respond to him. I just walk away. And that was that for that day. What's your first reaction with like both of those things?
If it were me, I would be screaming so internally that I would be like, I gotta, what the fuck? What the fuck? This is the most uncomfortable flirting I've like ever heard in my life. Like this is like this doesn't even like I don't even have heard. I haven't even seen guys try it with girls. Just being like, I found your OF. Like,
yeah.
No, what? Fuck. Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I now feel bad for you because now you're gonna have this like this. Now you have this like gross image in your head of now that this guy at night's probably whacking it to a guy who he thinks is you, which is even weirder.
That, like, 'cause I don't, honestly, I don't even like OnlyFans at all. I think people who do porn should do something else. Not that that's like, people make money their own way. It's whatever. But like, I don't think it's the best thing to do OnlyFans at all, or porn for that matter, because like it's just such an invasive thing. But like,
That's another thing. I'm gonna really point you, but that's another thing. It's like that's gonna slowly start dying because now people are just gonna use AI now.
yeah.
So yeah, I go back.
So like, I don't know why he was like, I found your OnlyFans over the weekend. Like,
Oh,
bruh,
ew, ew.
I don't even have like a hypothesis of like what he meant by that.
Oh,
It's just, bro.
I don't even know. Like you don't even do that with girls, let alone a dude. What?
I'm not. Yeah, even when I'm like trying to be like a menace with people, I don't do that invasive shit.
Ew.
I'm just an asshole to people. That's it. I don't try to be like creepy as fuck.
Oh,
You know?
Oh God. I have no words. I'm gonna reference one of the older podcasts. HR, please.
Yeah.
Hello, HR. So this man's trying to make sexual advances toward me, and he now says I have an OF, and I don't have one. That's
I don't
really
even know what OnlyFans is.
he just admitted to dog like you better not get any pictures of you, because that's the next step is deepfake.
Yeah.
That's the next step. I'm scared for you.
Dude, you literally, I was washing my hands in the bathroom.
Oh no.
Alone. And I just see him coming.
Oh,
that was the
no,
fastest
no,
I've
no,
ever dried my hands. And I just left. Like, I swear, I was out of there, like, quicker than Sonic. Like, not even Sonic would be quicker than me in that situation. Like, I was like, okay, grabbing my Bible, leaving. I just, what else? Because,
how did you find out that he liked you? That's the question. How
I'm
did
trying
you...
to remember, like, there must have been something that I was like, oh yeah, I think.
Was it just these? Was it like these events that were like, okay, he's not talking about the other man. He's talking about me.
Oh, you know what it must have been, because like I think like before the situation where he bumped into my back, I was like,
Okay.
yeah, he kind of does look at me. But then after that, he started to like escalate and just like talking to me out of nowhere. It's just, yeah, it is very weird, and I will be right back because yeah. So yeah, that was weird. And then yeah, I'm sorry, this podcast is just all over the place because like
I know
we're getting all interrupted now, and
yeah,
just yeah, so we're gonna have to be quiet about this because like now because of background situations. But pretty much the next day, I'm this is the thing I told you about. I'm looking on the box. I see him waddle on up to me,
no,
and I just see him stand there looking at me. And by the way, this is early in the morning, right? So I'm starting a new pallet, and I'm putting boxes down on the ground. I'm not facing away from him, thankfully, but I'm just down on the ground, like focusing on stuff below me. I see him standing there, right? And I look up after like 30 seconds, and he's just there standing with his arms folded, smiling, and he just goes, "You're doing it wrong." Actually, no, he wasn't smiling, he was frowning, pretending to frown actually. he just goes, "You're doing it wrong," and then smiles. And then I'm just like, "Oh, okay." And then I walk over to like a pile of boxes, and he's just like, "So are you over at Wally's now?" And I'm just like, "Yeah." And in my mind, I'm just like, "Thank fucking God." And then he just walks away after that, and I turn to Wally, and I just go like, I fan my nose, cause like this gets even better. This is gonna go. This a funny story happens later on, but Sheen smells like ass, right? So I go up to Wally, and I'm just like, I'm doing this. I'm waving my nose, and I'm just like, that guy smells like shit. And Wally just laughs, and I'm just like to Wally, like, he likes me. And Wally was like, yeah, I know. The other guy you work with told me, not Alan. Marco or something like that told Wally, right? So like everyone in our area just knows he's a smelly gay man who likes young guys, like named Matt apparently, with like blondish hair, right? So like I'm just like trying to see like what do you have to say about this so far? While look in my journal.
I have no words. This was a very weird situation.
Yeah.
That I don't know what to say.
Yeah, it's definitely definitely not good. So last Thursday, I'm trying to find out if like okay, so last Thursday I think I was walking through the area, right? And I'm just gonna put the FGC logo up, the FGL thing. What is it? Does it not exist anymore? Okay, then I'll just put whatever. I walk through the area, and I'm walking through the section with SHEEN in it. Because like the woman works in his similar area, like path area. So I just talk with her, and then I just walk past her, and okay. Oh wait, no, this is Friday actually. So this all happens in one day. I walk up to him, and all of a sudden I just see him like put his arm out, like he's like this, like in front of his chest, in front of his stomach, and he starts like walking sideways back and forth, because implying he's trying to block me from like walking past, right? I do something I don't regret. I take my elbow, right, and I just fucking push him aside, right? And I as I walk past, he shoves me, and then not trying to make anything
worse. You made it worse.
Not trying to make anything of a big deal about it. I just go, "Your mama," and I walk away. So like he walks over, and he's like, "Man, what was that about? Why would you do that? You have toothpick elbows, Matt."
I thought he was gonna say something really different.
Yeah, that's all he say. He's just trying to make fun of me for like my elbows. Which is like whatever. I know I'm built like a toothpick. I know. But was that it? I think that was it. I'm just gonna probably keep it on the screen for those who are watching the video for real. Yeah, I think that was it. I just notice him like looking at my way sometimes, you know, And I'm kind of guilty with that, like looking at people on accident. So I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt because like I kind of do the same thing with like just other people in general, where like I don't notice I'm looking at them and they look at me, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm sorry, I'm not doing this to be creepy. I was just looking at you out of nowhere. So I'm hoping you know what I mean. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But unrelated, but still related to SHEEN. Different people, by the way. Sean and SHEEN are different people, but talking about SHEEN still, we had to take this safety thing at work. Groups of threes.
Shit.
What?
That was something I want to talk about too, because I was gonna ask you.
Save it for after.
Okay.
Save it for after. So basically, we had to go to this computer room with 3 computers, right? I go with this group of brothers who I work close with. I passed. I got 10 out of 12 questions right. And Alan told me like the day or two after this quiz took place, that he had to take this test with 2 other women, I think a mother and a daughter, I think, and he sat in between them, right? They had to leave the room because it was so stinky in that room.
Oh no.
So they literally complained to like the supervisor about him, like saying we cannot take the test in that room. It's stinky. So now like my manager is probably going to go up to SHEEN and be like, "Hey man, you need to take a shower." I was joking with Alan and being like, they're gonna make a shower just for SHEEN, just for him to go anytime he needs to take a shower randomly. Call it the SHEEN shower. Just like
the SHEENer.
Yeah, because like on the contract, I obviously it's this for like any other place. You have to take care of your hygiene, and always in the mornings, he always smells like shit right off the bat. Right? Ugh. Like a couple of weeks ago, like it's so funny, predating like everything. SHEEN was putting papers in these packages, and like out of nowhere, like he dropped all these papers on the floor. So I was just like, okay, I will help him, but like he was focused on something on the counter, like trying to hold the paper up before like it all fell on the ground. So when I got there, I was just like, I noticed all the paper was like behind him, and I wear face masks to work, right? So pretty much, I pull my face mask up, cover my nose, because all the paper is behind him, which means it's all right behind his ass. So I just pulled up, I start grabbing the paper, and I noticed that like everyone else is laughing because they know he smells like shit too, and they know what I'm trying to do with like covering my nose. So it's just like a funny ass thing where like he just smells like shit constantly. Oh my god. It's just like 10% of me feels bad, but like not really.
I would crank it down to maybe 5%.
With what?
Feel bad.
Yeah, I know you're right. I feel too bad for him.
It's just comment is weird, and that should be considered some sort of harassment from human resources. Please.
Let me see if I tweet about anything else on my Twitter, because I might have maybe I've tweeted a lot since then, so yeah, no, I tweeted about like pretty much all like the bad shit. But yeah, wow. like, imagine this Discord mod just goes to your work, and it's just like into you.
Yep.
So bad. So yeah, weird stuff. Yeah, if anything happens like in the next 2 weeks, I'll talk about it next podcast. But until then, that's it, pretty much. So what was it you wanted to talk about?
So like the last thing, and I can like think of that. I'll talk about it right now. Is I had to do last week. I had to do some training videos for work.
Yeah.
Do you have to do any of those?
I didn't do any training videos, but like when I took the test, it was like all this like animation stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And this is the most like high pitched voices you can imagine. It was just
Yeah, the one I
so
had, it
bad.
looked like it was mod. It was like animated in like Gary's mod or something. Like,
Yeah, kind of same. Was it?
I had to
you
do.
might-
I had to do the. I had to do safety equipment.
Safety equipment.
Yeah.
Did you
I
get the
did,
one
I had to
where
I had to take quizzes about like the various different types of safety equipment for various parts of your body and stuff.
oh
But like what I like what was so weird about it is that like some of the wording, I feel like I'm in a cult.
yeah
like there was one for like eyes, right? And it says like, you know, wearing none or like bad like protection gear for your eyes, it can. And they made two, and it was like a PowerPoint kind of thing. Like they were doing animation like the Gmod animation before, and then after it'd be like a PowerPoint. And then and they were like they pointed out twice in the like the bullet like points that you'll miss work. Like, oh no, if I use like hazardous, or if I don't use or use inadequate or incompatible eye protection gear, my vision could possibly be permanently destroyed, or like or I'll be temporarily blind, and my eyesight will now be forever damaged. But no, it's very important that I'll just miss work.
oh
Like they mentioned that twice.
okay
Like that's like the most important thing. But no, my eyesight being permanently damaged or is secondary.
wait, so it's like, if careful, you must wear these so you don't miss work.
Yeah.
Wow, fun.
And they say like the same thing like each slide. It was like, you know, wearing hazardous equipment and can damage, and not only just damage you but everyone around you. Like, what?
Okay then.
Like I'm the
Weird.
one. But like it like gave me like when I saw those two, I was like, this is some cult energy. Yeah. And then like with the quiz, and then with like the quiz, like you have to take a quiz when you're done with this like whole presentation thing.
Yeah.
They would mention points like, they would put out these answers like why, like it would be like, I can't remember the specific questions. Some of these like I had to like rewatch like all of this to like, because I would keep failing them. But sometimes they'll say like why is like blah, like wearing blah 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 important, and then some of it it's like they'll put out like the answer being like, so the company doesn't like lose money or anything. But I'm like, but you're like, but that's exactly what it is though.
Yeah.
If someone gets hurt and like you'll miss work, and then you'll miss making money, like that's literally the whole thing. And it's like you're trying to gaslight us into thinking that it's like not that you like you care kind of thing. Yeah. We're like, oh, but that's the wrong answer. We do obviously care. Like no.
Yeah, like with work stuff, they can just easily replace you anyways. They don't give a shit about workers at all.
I do remember when my orientation, this is the audacity, I had to say this. They were talking about safety, right? They were talking about like, and it's like, why is this so important and stuff? I raise my hand and I go, so the company doesn't get sued if there's a liability. And they're like, but no, that's not the correct answer. The correct answer is so you don't get hurt and everyone cares about you and
Yeah. No.
Yeah, sure you do.
Not a single person outside of work, if I was in trouble, would fucking come to my aid. I can guarantee you that.
Like it was like, yeah, like this is some like this is a it's like just like the wording of like some of it. It just like is like a cult.
Yeah. No.
It's like really weird.
Strange. Very strange.
And it took me like 3 hours because I had to do. It was like to do one section,
But,
and it was like 7 like things with each with like 10 like pages.
Holy shit.
And you have to like listen to a bunch of stuff, play like these mini games where you have to like it's like a test where you have to like connect like the boxes and stuff. And,
Yeah, just like matching shit.
Yeah.
Like what goes where? What
Yeah.
box?
Like what's like the word and definition and like.
Yeah. It was kind of like that for me too. I'm surprised I passed the like actual quiz the first try. Oh my god! But yesterday I forgot one other thing. So along with the training, we had to have a meeting in the lunchroom.
Oh, lovely.
At work yesterday in groups, and in my group there was Alan in there. The woman, I'll call her Lucy.
Okay.
Lucy was in there, and Sheen was in there.
Oh no.
But he was sitting with Alan at another table, and Dennis was also in there. So Dennis, Sheen, Alan, and Marco were at one table next to us. Like, so the board is like all the way at the beginning, front of the room, and then I'm all the way in the back. I'm sitting with Lucy beside me, Alan's brother in front of me, still at the same table, and his mother, their mother as well. And
just
pretty
a lot
much,
of families work together at this point.
No, yeah, it's very like family centered. I feel like, we had to sign in to like show the company like, yeah, we were there when this happened, and we all got in line. Sheen got right in front of me in the line, and Lucy like was right there along with me, and she was like, yeah, you can go ahead of me, and I was like, okay. And then I realized Sheen was in front of me, so it's just like I kept looking back at her like, are you sure you don't want to go ahead of me? Like I insist, ladies first, so just like trying to get her to like get in front of me because like I didn't want to keep smelling him, you know. Then I eventually said out loud, it smells like ass in here.
No fucking way.
Like,
no.
Directly behind him, like looking at Alan and Lucy. Oh my god, like, I didn't say like loud, but I just like was like, it smells like ass in here, dude. Yeah.
Damn, this shit sucks ass.
This shit
Just whips
smells
out
like
a
ass.
bottle of cologne and just starts spraying it everywhere.
I should. If I
Yeah,
had
do
one,
that.
I would have
Dude,
done that.
Yeah, you should get a bottle of like cologne and just start spraying.
Anytime I walk past him, I just spray him with it. But yeah, we had to do a presentation, and at the end, it was like a scene straight out of The Office. I just like, in school, whenever someone was done with a presentation, everyone just clapped, right?
Yeah.
I did that for like a split second and then stopped abruptly after I realized no one else was clapping. So yeah, the lady was just finishing up, and she went to the last slide, showed the company logo, and was like, all right, that's it, thank you for coming in. And I was just like, oh. Yeah.
Well, let's go. We get to leave.
Yeah, it was so funny though. Fucking hilarious. Not that I'm like trying to suck my own dick, but it was pretty funny. A couple people laughed. you know. Sheen probably thought it was hysterical. He was laughing on the floor when it happened. And you know what? Good for him. Like, yeah, anytime I just say anything, like, Sheen just has
the only
the
time some
straightest
people
face.
find me funny is when I find something funny and I start laughing because I'm known as the quiet one. So it's funny when like the quiet kid starts laughing. So I remember there was once where everyone was like waiting. I think they had to refill the paper or something. We're just waiting, and the guy who like leads our table, he's like I said, I've talked about like majority of people in I work with are Hispanic, so it's like
same.
Yeah. So he you can tell like English isn't his first language.
Yeah.
He can still speak English, but you can tell like with his accent, like it's like so thick like you can barely understand him.
Yeah, Marco's like that with me.
But he was like joking around with one of the workers, and he said in the most clear I heard him say, "Shut the fuck up." I started dying laughing. And then everyone started laughing because I was laughing. He's like, "Shut the fuck up."
Yeah, like at first I was like the super quiet one, but then like
just nobody talks to me. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's like if you talk to me, maybe I can talk to you.
Same. I'm exactly the same. Like a month ago, I started just like doing pranks with people.
Oh.
Where like I move Lucy's boxes on the ground.
So funny.
I shove them off the desk. Sometimes when they play the radio, I turn it up or down. Sometimes mostly down, like just to turn it off, and then they're just like, "What the fuck? Who did Matt? You bitch!" And then there's this other woman there who has lots of drama with the other people, where I kind of like when she's working and just packaging shit, I go behind the forklifts, and I did this all yesterday because I had nothing to do. I pretty much raised it all the way up, so it was like it was really high. Like I raised you know what I'm talking about, where like you just raise it all the way up to like the highest point. I did that a lot, and then at the end of the shifts, pretty much where I was working, I noticed that there's this wheelie chair, right? A chair that you could roll on, and I was like, okay, I'm about to do the most like menace shit ever, the most trolling shit. I sat on it, I stole it, I started to roll over there. I started raising it until they noticed me, and they got to the point where it was all the way up here. And then once they noticed me, I just booked it out. I just quickly rolled away, just like with the most deadpan face ever. Yeah, so I'm kind of a comedic genius at my work. I think I am the funniest person there. And it took only like 8 months for me to get to this current position of me being the funniest person at my factory. I think I deserve it. It took me less than a year, and that just kind of goes to show how much everyone else at this job sucks ass. And yeah. There's another story with Alan and his brother though. This happened a couple of weeks ago, where Alan was like, "Hey, me and my brother sitting outside. Do you want to join us?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure. I'll see how it is outside." And they were doing nothing besides like asking me like questions every like 5 seconds. His brother specifically was like, "Yo, Matt, what do you do when you're home?" And I'm just like, I play games and just nap, just that stuff. And then a few moments later, out of nowhere, he's just like, "Matt, you remind me of a school shooter." So I'm just like, yeah. And then Alan is just like, yeah, he kind of does remind me of one too, and I'm just like, yeah, I know you guys just trying to like play into it, like just trying to fear them, make them fear for their lives, like. Yeah, I know you guys are kind of right. I see what you're talking about, and they're just both like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! Come on, what? Are you serious? We were just only joking."
You should have said, "Hey, don't come to work."
That's what I said. I literally said that. I don't know if I said
you guys are cool. Don't come to work.
I don't know if I said it then and there, but like at some point I actually no, I think I did say that. Like I was like, yeah, I don't come to work tomorrow. Just yeah, wow. I'm trying to think. Yeah, so Lucy, we are very close. I love her dearly. Her husband works there as a supervisor, and he knows that like I mean no like ill intentions, ill meanings, rather. But like I like to like bully Lucy, not in bad ways, but like obviously I told you like I shove boxes off of her desk whenever I walk by, um, and like sometimes I just pretend like she's bullying me instead. So like I just go up to her husband and I'm like,
just gaslighting.
Yeah, just gaslighting, and I'm just like, yeah, she punched me earlier. And like she told me to shut up earlier, and he was just like hey, why would you do this? And then there's this one time where I was just like yeah, so she asked me to do something, but she didn't say please. She was just like, hey, can't do this for me.
Oh, that's a thing for me. Nobody says please anymore.
So like I went up to her husband when he came by, and I was just like, yeah, she didn't say please or thank you when I did this for her. And he was just like, hey, you say please and thank you. And it's just like, yeah, you dumb bitch. And he just bursted out laughing. You stupid bitch.
This is a thing that just like annoys me about the people I'm just working with. Like there's no please anymore. It's just like I'm like if they're across and they need something from like the section I'm at, they just say give me blah blah blah, and I'm like okay. I just quietly just grab it for them and hand it to them. Like yeah. It's like thank you. I'm like yeah. Alright. So I think it was like when I leave, I just bounce. I don't like because I remember a former employee, I used to work with. He was kind of chill. He said actually because you were talking about like some really. I overheard him once and I started busting out laughing and I do and but I'll say what about that what he said. So he like comes he says like man you just like get up and leave like you don't say goodbye or anything. I'm like nope. But no, he was like talking about someone I do miss there very dearly in him. He was a good guy. He was talking. I was like right next to him. I don't know what the discussion was, but I don't know if I talked about this. At some point, he just goes like, he says, he's like, white girls give the best head.
Oh. Okay.
And then and they noticed I looked at him when he said that, and I'm just like, okay, I'll remember that. I don't even remember what the discussion was. That's just he just said that.
Just said it out of nowhere.
Yeah. Where there was like some it was probably a girl discussion probably, and then he's like, yeah, he's
white girls give the best.
White girls give the best.
Yeah, I had like someone like that yesterday where I was talking to Alan, and I made a plan in my head. And if Sheen came by when me and Alan were talking, I would have just been like, so yeah, me and the girl hung out this weekend, this past week, and it was great. Okay. No, I'm not saying it's not real. It's a plan for him to get the fuck away from me. And I did that. We were just talking, and then I noticed him in the corner of my eye, because like at the end of the every fucking shift he always comes over whenever I'm there. And I was just like, yeah, so me and the girl watched a movie this weekend, had sex. Just being so aggressive with it. And then he just does not, like, notice what I was saying at all. He's just like, the new Transformers movie looks pretty epic. Yeah.
There was another thing I remember too. Is this was, I don't remember, this was maybe early 2022. There was a guy who used to work there, and I might have talked about this, but he was like, in when early 22, just for the, you'll see why I have to bring that up, because he was like, man, I did not want to get, because I was like, I was ready to have a heated debate about this, but he was like, man, that new Spider-Man movie, pretty mid. And I was just like,
oh my god.
And you know me, I'm just like, I'm like screaming, like, am I about to, like, I don't want to like sound like too much of a nerd and go and like absolutely be like how he's wrong. But then he goes like, man, I didn't even want to see it a second time, but this girl wanted to go see it, so I went with her just, you know, to hook up and stuff. And I'm like this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Dog.
You're like, I'm about to give you 20 reasons why you're wrong.
Yeah.
And my fist is gonna be one of them.
Yeah. I was like, man, and I'm like, this dude's so ungrateful. Like, I would, if a girl went to see a Spider-Man movie with me, I would be like so happy. But like, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
In L take.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Maybe like that.
That's probably the, because it's another thing where it's, oh no, there is one last thing we gotta talk about. What happened last week, Matt, in our neighborhood? Our water.
Oh yeah, that
was the scariest 4 days of my life. I was on edge, like, so for me, like, I saw what you posted on Snapchat. That you just straight up drank it.
You know, no, I didn't actually drink it. You know what I did? I had
it?
2 bottles with me, and I filled one up with like the actual purified water that came in the bottle.
Okay, so like context, what happened with us is something happened. I don't want to get into like details, obviously, but I guess something happened with our water, and we were not. Our entire neighborhood was did not have clean water for about like maybe 3 days.
3 or 4 days.
Yeah, 3 or 4 days. So yeah, what happened to me? I woke up because, you know, my sleep schedule. I woke up getting ready for work. I go to the bathroom. I see my toilet water is like dark brown, and I'm like, is my eyesight going bad? No. I was like, is my eyesight going bad? I like turned the light on, and I was like, huh. I like okay, I did. I flushed it, and I saw dark water coming up. I'm like, what the?
Yeah, it was really contaminated too. Yeah.
Yeah, I was that when you're someone who is OCD like me, that was the scariest 4 days of my life.
Yeah.
Literally, like I was so like on edge. Like I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna get dysentery and just straight up die. Like,
yeah.
Like, literally, like the first thing I did my first day off, I literally, when I went to the gym, I went to Target and I literally bought bottles of hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
Because like I didn't have any in my house, and that's what like they instruct you to do. Like if you use it, if you have to wash your hands, you have to use hand sanitizer when you're done, because you're obviously using dirty water.
Yeah.
But I didn't have any, so like I spent like 2 days just like praying, like, oh my god, please don't get me sick, please, so, because I know I still have to clean up, but like I don't have. I was like on edge. Even like now, I'm still on edge, because now I'm like, because I saw like the official like thing, like with things you have to do and stuff, and it was like what was it, like symptoms can, like, if you got like poisoned or anything, whatever, like it'll take like maybe a few hours to few weeks, so I've been taking immune like boosters or whatever,
Yeah.
just so they I'm scared, and I had to take a shower during one of those days, and oh my god, it shows how dumb I am. So first thing, so I was like, okay, water's probably gonna get in my mouth, so I'm like, I need to figure out a way to compromise this.
Oh,
So-
I had that problem too.
Yeah, so I was like, I need to figure out what I can do. So I was like, okay. So I was like, this is how dumb I am. I was like, if I wear a face mask in the shower.
Like a cloth mask.
Yeah.
Like that was not gonna seep through it.
Yeah, I was just like, maybe that will do it. So what I did was I washed my hair with a bottle of water.
Yeah.
I would have to I had to put the shampoo on, and then I would have to get a cup of the bottled water and then just rub it into my hair, and then pour it. Then I was like, okay, then for to wash my body, I'll just use the shower. So
I heard the shower was actually okay if you just didn't consume it.
yeah, but so I put the face mask on, I get in the shower. Water starts seeping through. It fills up. It gets in my mouth. I spit out immediately, and I'm just like, ah! I start freaking the fuck out. This was like 5 a.m. I was like, fuck. I was like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? I'm like, I need to brush my teeth immediately.
Yeah.
Like, oh no. Fortunately, it was the day when they sent out that it was all over. So hopefully I was probably in the clear, but I was scared. That was very scary. But that shows how dumb I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I wear a face mask, maybe because it was like maybe if I just don't point my face towards the shower, I'll be okay. But no, it just water still got through.
Oh yeah, no, I nothing changed when I had to take a shower, like in the middle of it, because like my mother told me like, yeah, you can still take a shower, but you just can't swallow the water. And me, I swallow water in the shower accidentally all the time.
It just happens.
Yeah, like I'm just like, oh my god, I just swallowed like twice in 1 second. But like, I just like the 2 or 3 days I had to take a shower for work when it was in the middle of it. I didn't do anything special, but like what I did was like the second I felt water graze upon and stick in my lips, I was just like spit out so much.
Yeah, and when I had to brush my teeth, like I had to use a bottle of water
Yeah,
to dip it in.
I wasted so much water because like I was just
I know I wasted so many bottles of water.
Yeah, I just spilled it on the toothbrush and I was like, hey, that's good enough. Yeah, it was so annoying though.
Like, you really expect us to boil water for everything?
Yeah, I know.
Because you have to boil it, then you gotta wait like a long time for it to cool.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think anyone boiled water at all.
I don't.
Unless,
I think that's just our town itself that they just don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It's just like, you know, stop me.
Yeah. These are shit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like everyone still took showers normally. Like, no one cared. Obviously, no one drank the water, but like
On purpose.
yeah. Oh, you could. Like, it's so funny because like I don't know anyone who I've added on Snapchat like what their reactions were, but like I saw Lily and I think Dylan as well like react to me like drinking the bottle of water. And like I for those who don't know what I did, the day of this was announced, I pretty much was like, alright,
This water ain't shit.
I'm gonna go in the bathroom with 2 bottles of water. I emptied one, and then I had another one who was still purified with me, like still actual good water.
Yeah.
And I put it aside on the left. I started recording. I put it under the sink, the bad one, filled it up to like the same amount of like level, like the same amount of water, and then as I was changing the camera, because like I changed it in the middle of the video, I put the other one down and picked the good one up, and I started drinking it. And like I guarantee you, at least like 70% of the people who saw my Snapchat were like, "Oh my fucking god, why? Why did he do this?"
When I saw it, I was just like, I didn't want to believe it, and I was like, oh, this is Matt. He's definitely like fucking with everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, like if anyone had a brain cell and they saw that video, I'm sure that they could have put the pieces together and were like, somehow he's fucking with us. Somehow he's fucking with us. Like, I would not actually drink the fucking water. I'm a huge germaphobe in real life. I would not do that.
I told you, those 4 days were fucking agony for me.
Yeah.
This was like, I literally like the day I was like, man, we need to celebrate this.
Yeah, you know how much of a germaphobe I am? Like the day after it was announced, I still used the bottle of water to be safe.
Oh no, I'm still using hand sanitizer. Are you kidding? I spent I spent $20 on 4 bottles of hand sanitizer. I'm gonna freaking use them.
No, but like what happened with me was like the day after I was still using the bottle of water even though it was safe, and when I was like done brushing my teeth, I used a sink on accident and I put the toothbrush in my mouth and I had like 10 seconds of like, oh my fucking god, what did I just do? Even though it was completely safe, like I was just like, so like, why did I do that? And then like 5 seconds later, she's like, just like drinking it anyways. Like if I'm gonna die,
I don't even drink tap water anyway. I already know it's.
That's the only time I drink tap water is like when I'm brushing teeth.
Yeah,
that's about it though.
Yeah,
I hate tap water though.
Yeah, I always use water.
I don't know. People can stand tap water. I just don't trust it at all. It is not my thing. It sucks. It's probably dirty as fuck.
Yeah.
But it does hit differently when it's in the morning. And me personally, I'm super dehydrated in the morning whenever I get ready for work. So I gulp that shit down in the morning. And at night sometimes. But yeah.
Yep.
I don't know if you have anything else to talk about.
Yeah, I can't think of it. That was like the last thing.
Once again, I'll keep the SHEEN Chronicle updated with everything that happens with that. And if it gets told by my manager for him to shower, I'll definitely talk about that because Alan is gonna be there when it happens. I'm probably not because I'll still be at Wally's probably, but yeah, it's gonna be really funny to see. It's gonna be really funny to hear about actually. And yeah.
SHEEN's gay.